From the streets of Little Havana to the clubs of South Beach, Miami is rich with Latin culture and music. But even Miami's hottest salsa kings have never seen cha-cha danced like the competitors in the grand ballroom of the Fontainebleau Hotel. The fastest, most flexible, passionate, daring, and charismatic couples in the world are putting their special signatures on the Latin rhythms in hopes of winning a U.S. Open title on the GTV Dance Sport Championships. Good evening, I'm Phil Stone with my co-host, two-time professional theater arts champion, Linda Wakefield. We're at the United States Open Professional Latin American Dance Sport Championships.
Almost 100 competitors started dancing at 2 o'clock this afternoon in the qualifying rounds for this event. By the time a couple wins here this evening, they will have performed 25 dances of almost 2 minutes in length, plus an additional solo dance in the final.
And in this Latin American division, each one of those dances is just as grueling as a 2-minute sprint.
That's right, Phil. When these competitors hit the wall of exhaustion, they don't show pain on their faces, but I guarantee you they feel it.
A man who has a lot of experience with that feeling is 3 times U.S. Professional Latin American Champion, Rick Valenzuela. Rick?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can relate to that exhaustion period. You know, it's maddening when you're in a studio and you can make everything absolutely flawless and then walk out here and not have the energy to produce it.
Rick, who are the top couples in this championship tonight?
It's not so much who the top couples are, but it's the situations that are brewing back here. We have a 14-time former world champion who is actually fighting now to get in the final with a new partner. We have couples who have split up and have gone on with other partners and are now competing against each other. As well, we have a world amateur champion who has just turned professional this summer, and this is their first time out against some of these couples. It's going to be an intense night.
I can't wait to see what happens in this final.
We'll be back with highlights of the semifinals, but first, Linda, describe the dances these competitors will be performing tonight.
Tonight's couples will be judged in the 5 Latin American dances.
First dance up, the cha-cha, full of lots of hip action and high-speed maneuvers. Next is the samba. From its Brazilian origin, this dance displays a variety of rhythms. Slowing the tempo down, rumba is our third dance. Extended long leg and arm lines enhance this romantic mood. Changing that mood drastically, the paso doble is next. The authenticity reminds us of the bullfight. And finally, the jive, the fastest tempo of all the dances, requiring the most stamina.
Thanks, Linda. The competitors have just a few moments to compose themselves before the next round. Rick Valenzuela is with Gary and Diana MacDonald.
It's interesting tonight, I'll tell you that much. You know, there's a lot of interesting couples out there, and I think in the early rounds too, you sort of enjoy everybody else's dancing a little bit. Like Louis and Karyna, they look great together, you know, and we're real happy for them. Just watching them, like I found myself this afternoon cheering them on. I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Hey, I got samba coming next. I got to concentrate.
Well, concentration will certainly be in evidence when the United States Championships continue. We're in Miami Beach for the GTV Dance Sport Championships. Yeah, that's Gary MacDonald having some fun with Karyna Smirnoff and Louis Van Amstel. Let's take a closer look at this new couple. 2 of the newest stars in the world of dance sport are living in New York City and have the best chance of any couple in years to bring home a world title for the United States in Latin American dance sport. 2-time world amateur champion Louis Van Amstel, originally from Holland, had gone through some partner changes when Karyna Smirnoff, who was raised in the Ukraine, placed second with Paul Killick in the British Open Championships just 3 months ago.
I heard that they were going to split up. So I got right there and I thought, so Karyna, I heard you're going to split up. What about dancing with me? And we did. 3 weeks later, I got my green card, got to New York, we had a tryout in New York, and now we both live in New York, dancing together.
Training for this event with Louis' coach of 12 years, Ruud Vermey, is part of the strategy that has helped solidify their partnership so quickly.
I think we have a team of 3 people, and you just believe in that teacher, coach, trainer so well that in the end, if they don't place us, we just have to become better.
Although I'm working with Karyna very shortly, there's very clearly that she's got a whole host of knowledge there, which I don't even know. She knows things I do not know. And those things we have to find out and share in order to make our partnership better, or their partnership better.
I don't have to kind of spread my thoughts and ideas between several coaches and several ways of teaching, but rather concentrate on one idea and one concept. And it's easier. I think it's better for the partnership, it's better for me, it's easier to work that way. And I enjoy it. Sometimes.
When we get into fights, it is the pride, and then you just say, okay, for God's sake, come down to earth and just listen to each other, and it's all pride.
Louis and Karyna take their dancing very seriously, but they're also young people who want to enjoy their youth and prepare themselves for the many opportunities ahead. Louis is the choreographer of his own dance troupe, and Karyna, well, she's working on getting her Bachelor of Arts degree from Fordham University.
Education is something that you can take along no matter what you do, and you can use it in any situation.
We're in a great city. We are in the city we love to be in, New York City. There's everything we want. There's a life. It's like the whole world in one city. And my dance partner is in that city. I'm in that city. So it's just perfect. It's almost too good to be true.
Louis and Karyna have just played a very real role in one of the most exciting semifinals we've seen on GTV Dance Sport. Linda and Rick, let's take a look at some of those fantastic performances.
A sure finalist tonight, and possibly the winners tonight, actually. They have a good chance at that first place. Paul Killick and Hanna Kartunnen. They're from England, or representing England. She's originally Finnish.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see what this couple can produce on the floor. Both are quality dancers.
And Hanna has become the girl to imitate. Lots of copies of her going around now. She's setting some new trends, very long-legged, exotic approach to dancing. One of this couple's strengths would have to be floor craft. They can move right through the center of the floor, between, in and out of couples. As you can see here, they set themselves up for a pretty intense move coming up. Lining up, finding a clear space, traveling across the floor, pretty gutsy move there, and still finishing with their paso highlight. I had a chance to talk with them right after this semifinal. What are you planning to do different in the final and blow this room away?
I just want to dance my heart out with passion.
We're just gonna dance like we know how to do, so from our heart, and just give it some stick.
All the Americans are hoping for Gary and Diana to be in the final. They were showing a very strong performance, really turned on here. They didn't have the pressure of their own particular closed event. In a way, they're underdogs tonight.
I felt the same thing. They danced with a lot more confidence, a lot more calmness. Nice move here, really holding on to every beat of music. I think they're strong contenders for this final tonight.
Recently, new professionals on the scene, World Amateur Latin Champions Michael Wentink and Beata. One of their first professional competitions right here in Miami.
If you had to choose this couple's strongest point, it would be speed. They're an exciting couple to watch. Lots of energy, a new, fresh feeling. I think they're really excited to be out there amongst the top professionals.
I think they're very comfortable being among those professionals, but I think they're also a threat to some of the other couples. Their quality of dancing has been developed to such a high level, they offer a lot to the sport.
I talked with Michael and Beata, as well as a lot of the other competitors after this round. Is this the first time you're competing against some of these professional couples?
We've danced against all of them at Blackpool, the British Open, but this will be the second time. Some are new partnerships as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right, so what are you hoping for tonight?
We're hoping for the people to love us and that everything goes as best as possible. And I think everything else will take care of itself.
We just try to concentrate on our dancing, so we're happy. We just getting with our job and we'll see what's going to happen.
Another American couple that might be in the final, Katarzyna Kozak and Donald Johnson, just coming off a third place win in the closed United States Latin Professional Championships.
They're dancing very confidently tonight. They have given a strong, consistent performance. They've done some traveling in Europe. They feel very comfortable in front of an international panel.
They had good energy. They have a very solid foundation of basics.
Another couple pushing to get into that final tonight. They'll be close competitors to Donald and Kasia because there may only be one place open. James and Jana Kunitz. Dancing much more relaxed, much more themselves tonight.
James and Jana look like they picked up their speed and energy a lot. I know you're their coach. They were probably trying to drag you away from commentating to get a few bits of advice whenever they could tonight.
Hi boys.
Yeah.
This is my man. Rick and James, my man. Okay, keep going. Ask me questions.
So what are you feeling like tonight?
Today it feels better, much better. We're rested. We're more fired today. He's more fiery today. He's squeezing my hand in puzzle because he's so mad at me. But it's a good thing. I like it a lot.
Just to tell them that, yeah.
Keep squeezing me more. I like it.
That was great.
Our next potential finalists tonight, Alan Tornsberg and Serena Lecca. They are definitely one of the most authentic looking couples out there. They have taken on this entire Spanish look all the way to the little gaucho mustache.
I think you like this couple too, Rick, because they have some innovative moves. There's nothing boring about their choreography, and they execute it pretty flawlessly.
I agree. They're taking some chances out there. They're doing some pretty gutsy moves.
Speaking of innovative moves, they had a highlight at the end of a crash that was very daring. Oh, wow.
Serena and I fit perfectly personality-wise. Also, of course, dancing-wise, but the most important thing is that you get on and you like each other's characters as people. And I think she's absolutely a fantastic person to be with.
That's great. So the secret is like your partner.
Yes, first of all.
He's a genius. He's fabulous. I really enjoyed to dance with him.
It shows.
All eyes were on this couple, Louis Van Amstel and Karyna.
And with good reason. They have got energy, they've got enthusiasm, slick choreography, great outfits. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight.
Louis is a very demanding partner. Karyna always living right up to his expectations.
Well, she's a very experienced girl. You know, she was just last year second at the British Open with Paul Killick.
And tonight she's trying to beat him.
Well, they are definitely a welcome addition to the U.S. dancing scene. So how's it feeling tonight?
Feels really good. Actually, this round feels much better than the early rounds. So we're really happy. I'm excited.
And can you feel how the crowd is really with you guys tonight?
Oh, yeah.
It's I don't have words for it. And like we said yesterday in the interview, I've been here so many years, but now actually half the people don't know we dance for the USA. So I'm just excited that if we get into the final and they're gonna say from the USA, I mean, I'm just so excited. And it feels great. I have no words for it. It just feels phenomenal.
This young lady here is 14 times a world champion. And what we want to know tonight is, what does it feel like to be out there with a different partner?
Well, to get everything in perspective, it feels really good, Rick, because I'm free and I have no, what can I say, pressure on me, I would say. And before I had a lot of pressure on me to win, because you're only as good as your last performance and you have to keep bettering that last performance. But having said that, I have no last performance to better, so it's much better.
Honestly, watching Gaynor Fairweather, 14 times world Latin champion, dancing with a new partner, Mirko Saccani, has got the curiosity level here at its highest.
You're right. You know, all eyes have been on this couple from the first round earlier this afternoon.
Mirko turned professional just to dance with Gaynor. So this is a kind of a trial situation here.
And how difficult can it be to have your former partner, you've been 14 times world champions together, Donnie Burns, right in the front row, watching everything going on. But you know, she seems to be standing up to it quite well.
I'm not so sure Donnie thinks that.
What's the pressure like?
A lot. It's a lot of pressure, really. But what I'm trying is to fight, to forget with who I'm dancing with. Because if I realize with who I'm dancing, then I'm, oh my God, I can't handle it, because also everybody's watching and I feel like watching us, or what you do wrong, boy, what you know?
The thing is, you know, I've known so many people for so long, being a world champion, and you see so much sort of negativity out there from the faces, and you're sort of dancing around and you're thinking, what are they thinking? And you think, no, I don't want to know what they're thinking.
Gaynor Fairweather, what an extraordinary talent. Back with finalists in a moment. Welcome back to Miami Beach. Let's go to Rick Valenzuela. He's with Donnie Burns.
What's it like to watch your partner of 14 times world title together dance out there?
I'll plead the fifth. It's strange, Rick, because we were together for such a long time. It's like more than 20 years. And we lived there for most of our lives in each other's shoes, dance shoes, and it's a kind of strange feeling. It's like I've had a transplant.
Donnie Burns and Gaynor Fairweather have left an admirable legacy to the world of dance sport. Often recognized on the streets in their world travels, they received the honor of Member of the British Empire from the Queen of England. For years, they set the standard in Latin American dance sport with their clean technique, powerful choreography, and charismatic performances. Even after retiring with 13 world championships, they came back and won a record-breaking 14th title.
We never really stopped. We just didn't compete for 2 years, but we worked harder than ever. Of course you have to. The older you get, you have to work harder, of course. And it's just that we love the art of dancing so much. We don't know anything else. And it was so hard just to relax. We can't do that. We're not the type.
Maybe at the moment we think we can, and that period of think we can won't be forever. And normally in life, you know, I think you only regret the things you didn't do and not the things you did. So we did it.
Over the years, their partnership became a refuge when family illness struck or love affairs went awry.
Well, we have an understanding which is very, very special. From the outside, to outside people, it's a little bit weird, I guess. But I think we're closer than a married couple.
You were married through the dance.
Yeah.
I guess.
But Donnie was a relentless perfectionist and a strict taskmaster, leaving Gaynor to sometimes consider leaving the partnership. Competition, though, was the glue that kept them together. One more year, one more world championship, one more opportunity to be the best team on the planet, a goal they believed they couldn't accomplish without each other. Well, let's go now to Master of Ceremonies Brian Puddock and find out who our finalists are.
Mirko, Saccani, and Gaynor Fairweather.
Gaynor Fairweather, MBE, and Mirko Saccani. For Gaynor, her first new partner in over 20 years. And oh, you see the look on Donnie Burns' face. Diana MacDonald and Gary MacDonald. Couple number 71 are in.
All right, the Americans got in.
Yes.
Michael Wentink and Beata.
There's no surprise there. Very strong couple.
And very popular.
From the USA, number 81.
Louis Van Amstel and Karyna Smirnoff.
Oh, very good.
There's the announcement he was hoping for.
Yes, and listen to the response.
From Italy, a new partnership out in Tornsberg and Serena Lecca.
Definite contenders for the top spot.
From England, number 72.
Killick has made it with his new partner, Hanna Kartunnen.
And another strong contender for that top spot. This is going to be an interesting final. A lot of new partnerships, a lot of different styles out there. It's anybody's game.
And first onto the solo floor from England, couple number 70, Mirko Saccani and Gaynor Fairweather, MBE. They are 6th after tonight's semis. That is not a spot that young lady right there is accustomed to being in.
Donnie Burns, Gaynor's former partner, as well as the rest of this room, has waited for this moment to see this couple take the floor on their own and be able to concentrate solely on what they're doing.
Gaynor was considered for so many years the top female dancer in the world in the dance sport field. With Mirko, she has a completely different style. A lot of wide leg looks.
You know, amongst all the trial and error, it looks like they're experimenting a lot. You still see the quality in Gaynor's leg and foot action.
Don't see the quality in Mirko's dancing. Just his weight transfer from foot to foot seems a little bit flat to me. Can't imagine the pressure he must be feeling.
Thank you very much, couple 70. Next couple from the USA.
Next onto the solo dance floor, couple number 71, fifth after the semis, Gary and Diana MacDonald.
Oh, I'm so happy they're in this.
They look thrilled. They're really excited to be on this floor tonight.
Oh, this is their best dance, I think.
A solo samba always works great for them.
Nice bachacaras. And if Gary can keep this up, what a final it will be. He's turning that crowd on.
Good connection between the two of them, not overdoing anything. Connections are very tight.
Nice.
Great job.
Thank you very much, couple 71. Next we welcome from
South Africa right there, Michael Wentink and Beata. They're tied for first after the semis, and they thrilled the dance sport world as amateurs.
Michael and Beata were one of 4 couples who were recalled by every judge for the final.
You know, that always adds a certain amount of excitement to a final. Anytime you come in with not a clear winner, you know these couples are going to give it everything they have.
I can't remember when I've seen the field this strong. Excellent standard of dancing. That was a beautiful switch line there from Michael and Beata.
I think some of these established professionals are going to be surprised with the challenge these two are going to give them tonight. And one of Michael and Beata's signature moves. You're watching and wondering how they're going to get out of it.
Oh.
And they don't.
Whoa.
Here's a great example of a speed change. They come in holding on as long as they can, switch and switch again, and then develop into a very basic figure, sliding doors.
Next onto the solo floor, Louis Van Amstel and Karyna Smirnoff. They are tied with Michael and Beata for first place after the semis.
What a moment this must be. Coming out here dancing for America. This is a dream come true for these two.
These two have gotten the attention of this room from the first round today. Their energy, their speed, they have excited this audience.
Not only the audience, but I've been talking to some of the judges, and they were astounded by their performance earlier.
They've been together such a short time, but when you get two quality dancers like this, they can put it together this quickly and make it look great.
Whoa. Is that enough of a highlight for you, Rick?
That was way more than enough, yeah. And happy to see that they actually put some thought into some innovative new choreography.
What a night this is going to be. Woo, good for them. The crowd loves them. Taking an extra bow. Louis and Karyna have covered all their bases, leaving no room for error here. Immediate eye contact, immaculate footwork. Heels coming right together on that heel turn. Shaping is incredible. Stance is perfect.
Our next finalist onto the solo floor from Italy, Tornsberg and Serena Lecca. A new union that is also tied for first.
This couple is one of my favorites tonight. From the previous rounds all the way up through the semifinal, I feel like they've produced a theme right through. Very Latin looking. They look like they came right straight out of a salsa club.
Alan's very limber. Whoa, look at that. They actually have a very good jive here. Lots of versatility.
And you can see they've planned a lot of crowd pleasers tonight.
When I first met Serena as an amateur, Gaynor was her idol. She dressed like her, she studied Gaynor's dancing, she tried to emulate every move. And Serena may beat Gaynor tonight.
From England, Paul Killick and Hanna Kartunnen. They are part of that four-way tie for first place after tonight's semifinal round. Oh, what a shootout this is going to be.
Very strong contenders tonight. These are two very accomplished dancers in their own right. They've just recently gotten together and have caused quite a sensation on the floor.
Paul has won this competition with other partners, and he could win it tonight. I don't think I've seen more beautiful legs. Such a developed athlete she is.
She actually was part of the Finland aerobics team before she started dancing. So she is definitely in top form.
Well, I guess they're done. Beautiful cha-cha locks off the floor.
These two have a great base underneath their dancing, great foundation. Here we see some excellent swivel action, beautiful legs, very well developed. They're taking a very simple approach to their dancing, yet there's a lot of depth there.
Rick and Linda, the field is set. This standing room only crowd is ready for tonight's championship final. Back in a moment. As the day ends here in Miami Beach, temperatures beginning to cool off a bit, but inside the grand ballroom right here at the Fontainebleau, things are heating up as the finalists come back out on the dance floor and get set to go for tonight's championship. And the finalists are from England, Mirko, Saccani, and Gaynor Fairweather MBE. Gary and Diana MacDonald from the United States. From South Africa, Michael Wentink and Beata. From the United States, Louis van Amstel and Karyna Smirnoff. Tornsberg and Serena Lecca will represent Italy. Killick and Hanna Kartunnen will hold the flag for England. We're set to go. Our first dance of the competition, this is the cha-cha.
There's so much talent on this floor, you hardly know where to look first.
I'm sure the judges are going through that same problem. Great double syncopated footwork here by Louis and Karyna. And in contrast, a very simple approach, just basic action, slow stalking movements.
Boy, Michael and Beata are totally committed to each move. Not quite seeing the speed here.
Gary and Diana are dancing well. I don't know that they're putting out anything special enough to beat some of these couples tonight.
Alan and Serena. So much quality dancing. What an entertainment for this audience.
The U.S. has not seen a final like this in a long time.
Listen to that crowd, they want more.
And now let's open the floor for the cha-cha, ladies and gentlemen.
One down, 4 dances remain.
Now we move to the second dance.
And here is the second dance of this United States Championship, the samba.
I like Karyna's little approach to this dance. She's got that South American party feeling.
They are so clean. Look at the basic work there on those locks. True mark of a champion, showing basic work and making it look just so slick.
Michael and Beata now getting warmed up. Great body action from Hanna here.
Serena demonstrating some voltas there.
I like what they're doing. They've really got a great combination of some basic actions and then, as we mentioned before, some innovative, interesting stuff to go with it. You know, this has to be so difficult for Gaynor, not only dancing in front of her partner of many years, but also this side of the room has every VIP, almost every judge in the world.
Hanna giving some great body action there. Look at that move.
I think this couple is surprising a lot of people. For the short amount of time that they've been together, they've come up with some great ideas and put them together in a way that look very polished.
And I think Karyna and Louis are looking fabulous tonight. Very clean.
I think this audience agrees with you.
Now you tell me, does a samba get any better than that? Wow! And this standing room only crowd tonight here at the Grand Ballroom at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami is loving it. And you hear the chant here in the ballroom. Gary and Diana MacDonald repositioning. Michael and Beata trying to wet their whistle just a moment as we get set for our third dance of this U.S. Championship. Here is the rumba.
balance there a little bit.
And it's surprising to watch because she is known for immaculate leg and foot action. Great feeling, great connection with Alan and Serena.
Get the control there in the fan position.
Great combination of quick movements and then basic recognizable syllabus work.
Thank you very much, couples.
Wow! Steamy rumba.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you found the winner?
They are all dancing like national champions here in this competition tonight. The cha-cha, the samba, the rumba down. And now the most dramatic of them all. Here is the Paso Doble.
This is the dance everyone's been talking about. Louis' moves have been inspiring. Really quite a performance he's put on.
He's great at putting the show-stopping moves in, especially during a final. A lot of these dancers have actually gone to flamenco teachers to really develop this dance and give it some authentic character. I know in particular Alan Tornsberg is very inspired by flamenco dancers. Great highlight.
The spins there, very well timed.
I'm encouraged tonight to see some really innovative highlights for the Paso, as Gaynor pulled off right here.
My goodness.
I'm telling you, I'm giving these two a lot of credit. They're out there and they're on the edge. They're trying everything.
You love that too, Rick, I know. That's what you did when you competed.
Interesting to watch, though, every approach possible. So a lot of side-by-side work, some couples really concentrating on a closed frame matador and cape look.
Mirko and Beata capping off a beautiful crash in the Paso Doble. And I'll tell you, Paul Killick and Hanna, couple number 72 from England, they danced an absolutely magnificent Paso Doble. And there's Hanna right there.
Thank you very much, competitors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have just one more dance.
And now, only 1 minute and 40 seconds stand between one set of dancers and a United States Open Professional Latin American Championship. Here we go, the final dance of the championship. Here comes the jive.
You know, a lot of couples don't spend as much time on jive as they spend on the other dances. But in a competition like this where the field is so tight, every dance counts, every step counts.
It could even be a tiebreaker. Whoa. Looks like Alan hit his knee on that.
look at the speed they're getting there on those spins.
This couple can't be touched in the speed department.
Boy, it's hard to sit still at this point.
Paul and Hanna seem to be fading in this dance a little bit. I wouldn't call this one of their stronger dances.
Look at Alan and Serena go, man.
Great combination, some old-fashioned Savoy movements.
I tell you, I think I'd give that jive to Alan and Serena.
I agree.
Great job.
All I can say, Linda and Rick, what a final. An absolutely stupendous final, and they're on their feet here at the Fontainebleau Hotel. So who's it gonna be? New partnerships, a former world champion in this field. Who is going to win this United States Open Professional Latin American Championship?
Giving a group bow to this audience, capacity crowd. They're going for another one.
Well, Linda and Rick, just be glad you're not judging here tonight. We'll be back to find out who the champions are in a moment. Welcome back to the Grand Ballroom here in Miami. Phil Stone along with Linda Wakefield. Well, I'll tell you one thing, whoever survives this test of endurance is really going to deserve this victory tonight.
Well, they danced today for an hour and 40 minutes throughout the day and night. And let me tell you, that's competitive dancing, not social dancing, Phil.
Well, if you're ready to find out who the winners are, so are we.
And in sixth place, from England, number 70, Mirko Saccani and Gaynor Fairweather.
In sixth place from England, Mirko Saccani and Gaynor Fairweather MBE.
That's right where I would have had them.
Yeah, it's got to be tough for Gaynor to take a sixth place after winning so many years.
In fifth place from the United States of America, number 71, Gary and Diana MacDonald.
A great finish for Gary and Diana in this Open to the World competition.
Well, they've got a lot of fans who think they could have been higher tonight.
In fourth place from South Africa, number 22,
Michael Wentink and Beata have taken a fourth here in Miami.
Listen to this crowd.
This must have been a rough decision for these judges.
So many incredible dancers on the floor.
Third in samba, third in rumba, third in paso doble, and fourth in the jive from the USA, number 81.
Now, Linda, those are tears of joy. The emotion, the excitement of finishing third in the United States Championship. Karyna can't believe it.
Great moment for them. I tell you, how do you choose between these four couples?
Well, I think she and Louis Van Amstel have nothing but greatness in their future as a dance couple.
This is a great placement for them.
I think they've gained a lot of fans tonight.
And now the runners-up from Italy, number 58, Alan Tornsberg
and Serena Lecca. A new partnership has come together here in Miami and finished second.
Boy, that's congenial. Congratulating them first.
Samba, second in rumba, first in paso, and first in the jive.
Ooh, they won 2 out of the 5.
They were a great challenge to the winners.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winners placing first in cha-cha. first in samba, first in rumba, second in paso doble, and second in the jive. From England, number 72.
And there are your
Paul
winners
Killick
of the United States
Hanna
Open
Kartunnen.
National Latin American Championship, Paul Killick and Hanna Kartunnen.
They have a bright future ahead of them.
Absolutely. It could have been any one of those four couples tonight, really.
You know, it could have.
But Paul and Hanna took a very simple, very slick approach. They relied on their dancing, the dance quality, and it paid off tonight.
The results are now official. Paul Killick and Hanna Kartunnen win this competition. Alan Tornsberg and Serena Lecca take second. Louis van Amstel and Karyna Smirnoff finish third.
Fourth place to Michael and Beata. In fifth place, Gary and Diana. And rounding out the final, former world champion Gaynor Fairweather with new partner Mirko.
Paul, Hanna, you've only been together 2 months. This is your first competition. How did you do this?
We've actually been working really, really hard over the last couple of months, practicing until our feet have been bleeding and in the studio night and day. So, you know, the hard work seems to pay off in the end, I think.
Hanna, did you know right away that this could possibly be the end result when you teamed with Paul?
I felt the first time I touched him, I felt, I knew this is what I want.
Well, congratulations, a job well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Linda?
Alan and Serena, if there ever was a night of uncertainty, at least for me, it was tonight. How confident did you feel coming into this competition?
It's actually quite funny that you asked that question because we have done a lot of competition but prior to this competition. And we both felt that we started off really, really good. And it's always difficult when you start off really good because then you have to climb up and improve during the competition. But we felt we managed that today and we're really pleased with our performance. Not so pleased about the result though.
Well, certainly there's a lot ahead of you with a bright future. So congratulations once again, and hopefully we'll see you back here next year.
Thank you.
Well, Linda, in the years we have been doing dance sport on the Good Life television network, I can't remember a more spectacular championship. The United States Open Professional Latin American title goes to Paul Killick and Hanna Kartunnen. And now, for Linda Wakefield and Rick Valenzuela, I'm Phil Stone. So long from Miami Beach, Florida.